Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, the 16th of January. I am in my room. I'm not doing much, but I just, about 20 minutes ago, read the news that, that has since been confirmed that David Lynch has passed away at the age of 78. Obviously, an incredibly good age, but he was incredibly sick towards the end. And I kind of didn't realize until this moment just how much Lynch meant to me as an artist. He was always such a big part, but I never felt like a true head, like a true fan, whatever of his work. There were other people who were far more, um, at least to my tastes, I think. And actually, the other day, um, just before New Year, I bought the Twin Peaks Blu-ray collection because I'm a massive. I like Lynch and I wanted to get into him so much more. And I'm a massive fan of the Blank Check podcast, who did a massive long series on him, literally, that went up until Christmas last year. They just finished it 2 weeks ago, covering all of his work. And I said I was going to get in and I was going to watch everything, in sync with them covering it on the podcast, and I didn't. And I have to say I greatly regret that now because I didn't realize it was literally counting up to this event, obviously unbeknownst to them. I was introduced to David Lynch by a very good friend of mine who really loved him, and it was a real bonding thing. I was aware of Twin Peaks as a phenomenon, as a thing when it was on in 2017. But I only really got into him when was taken by my friend on my 16th birthday to see Mulholland Drive in the cinema, and it was mesmerizing. I mean, I'd never seen anything by him, and it was genuinely one of the most groundbreaking experiences of my life. It was tense and terrifying and deeply messed up, but there was something so emotional and so pure about it, and I couldn't fully explain what I'd seen, and that was my first kind of introduction to Lynchian as a concept. And and it really, yeah, it struck me definitely. It's yeah, it was something that meant a lot, and just him as such an enigmatic figure, his gorgeous weather reports, his such offbeat way of doing things where he knew he was right. The fact that he didn't want to make. So then I delved into the rest of his work, and it was the fact that he didn't want to make a feature film, even though he was offered it. He wanted to keep Eraserhead as a short, and just the way he started, and he stuck to his guns. And obviously, his whole relationship with cigarettes and coffee, which I think is what led to him having very severe health troubles in later life. Um, but it's such a great shock to everyone, really, despite the health troubles, and you can really feel that. And that just goes to show how well he's loved. The fact that I'm so incredibly sad that someone who is nearly 80 has died, and it's still such a shock. It's so painful. He, he just meant so much to so many people, and he made so many people feel seen, and he definitely made me feel seen. Some of his short films really stuck with me, and like I said, I was never his biggest fan, but Inland Empire is one of the most deeply terrifying things I've ever seen. I remember I hated that experience of watching it so much because he got it. He knew how to tap into a certain horror, and I listen to in dreams so often. It was one of my most listened to songs of last year from Blue Velvet, just because I loved it so much. And his brief cameo appearance in The Fabelmans, which is one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen in my life, was it's just so good. And I'm not sure really what else there is to say. He is just such a special figure to the world, and he did so much and was so beautiful and burned so bright. And it's a deep shame that he's not around anymore, and there won't be anymore. He was one of he was one of the great artists. And he meant so much to me and to my friends, and he was a big part of, a friendship. Of my friendships is all around him. I love Dune. I love his Dune and The Elephant Man and Wild at Heart. Just gorgeous, gorgeous pieces of work that people should love and cherish forever. And he will never, ever be forgotten as the man who was just weird enough to appeal to almost everyone.
Good morning. It's December 16, 2022, and if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again. Here in LA, a cloudy morning. Quite a breeze blowing right now. 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 Celsius. Today I was thinking about the song The World Spins. And I believe it was mine and Angelo and Julie's favorite song we did together. And I think it's from the year 1987, maybe 86, 87, somewhere in there. This afternoon it'll be going up to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 20 Celsius, and it looks like partly cloudy all along the way. Everyone, have a great day.